Hi everyone. So for today, I am going to be focusing on using Standard 7, which is transporting clients, and this is located in the NSAW guidelines for social work safety in the workplace. The standard itself reads social workers should acknowledge particular safety concerns when transporting clients. And at my field place when I wrap around Maryland, I am constantly in um, I'm just constantly transporting clients and their youth and their families to various locations. So that's why I really wanted to hone in on discussing this particular standard. For instance, at the time that I pick up and arrive to the family's house, I like to do just a quick assessment. As a care coordinator and a clinician in training, I really want to apply what I'm learning to what I'm actually doing in my field placement. And one of those things is assessing. So when I first arrive to the house and I'm going to be transporting the youth, I like to just do a check-in. How was school? How are things now? How was on the bus? I'm usually picking them up after school or right after they get off the bus. So I like to just do a check-in to make sure that I'm taking into consideration the client's behavior and their level of agitation and determining whether or not today is a good day or not. I also do. I also really determine whether or not it's a good day by taking into consideration what's the meaning of today's appointment. Is it just that I want to take the kid out for an outing, or is it that he or she has an appointment that they need to go to that's been scheduled way in advance? Usually, if it's an outing and I just don't feel like my gut feeling is telling me, maybe today's not a good day, or it was a little bit shaky, maybe we shouldn't do anything today, then I'll just follow my gut feeling based on the meaning of the appointment. Also, again, assessing and using my gut feeling, your own perception of the safety risk, and then also taking into consideration, does this youth or adult in this situation have a possible weapon or something that could affect my safety? Moving forward, I also like to check the back seat of my car and just the area where I know that the kid or the parent is going to sit in. I like to do a sweep through of my car before actually picking the kid up, because I'm one of those people that will keep several things like a mini office in my car. So like I just look for any type of potential things in my car that could be potential weapons. So I'm looking for pens, I'm looking for pencils, umbrellas with the sharp tip. I'm looking for magazines or books or anything that could turn into a weapon, anything that could be a danger to me or to a child or to a parent, while I'm transporting them, because I want to make sure I have a safe environment. I also take into consideration my vehicle's condition. Have I gotten my oil changes regularly? Do I have a proper tool, or like not tool, but like the spare tire? Do I have a spare tire? Do I have oil in case my car needs it? Do I have antifreeze in case my car needs it? Just to make sure that I'm keeping up my vehicle. And we do a lot of transporting in our own vehicles, so I like to just make sure that I'm keeping up to date with a lot of those appointments to ensure the safety of whoever I'm transporting and myself. I also, while I'm driving, I like to engage the safety locks. I also usually put the windows down to a certain level. I ask them like, hey, would you like the windows down? And then I control what level the window goes down depending on who I'm transporting and what that kid's background might be, because I just don't want to, I want to eliminate all risks that could possibly happen. And I also like to follow the buddy system. I know it sounds like high school buddy system. I mean, not high school, middle school and like elementary school buddy system, but it's really important to consider, um, having the buddy system, or at least making sure that someone knows where you are at all times. My job in particular, we use the Google Calendar, so I like to. I make sure I mark every location and outing that I take a youth out to, and I also highlight that in the contact note. And another good rule of thumb is to let the parent know in advance the locations that you guys plan on going. Um, even if the parent's not going with you to that location, there's sometimes I take kids to the park or something, and I make sure I'm in an area where it's other people, or I go to a park that I know has cameras, just in case, because you never really know that kid's background or anything like that. So that's about all. Thank you guys. Have a great day.